Hi, welcome back. This is the Bit-Mage. It's been some time. So, with this one, we're going to be looking into Emacs in general. It's going to be a slightly philosophical one. It's going to be about Emacs for students of life. Now, I've seen enough memes about the average age of an Emacs user. I'm 24 by the way right now, so I started using Emacs when I was 20. Uh, yeah, I was just so many memes out there about people sleeping early when they're using Emacs, like they're down by 8 or 9. But yeah, uh, what I'm trying to get at is that sort of incentivized me to spread the word and get people started early. So to anyone who's getting started with Emacs, this video should help you sort of get the mindset that why people get into Emacs, what it's going to help you with, and how it enables you to actually be a generically good student of life. How it provides all the tooling necessary to do whatever you want with abstractions. So it's going to be involved. This learning journey is going to be involved. A lot of people think that it's just another unnecessary hassle, but then it's very rewarding. It's definitely going to be something that you'll regret you did not get into earlier. I do regret why I wasn't into Emacs when I was like, I don't know, 13 or 14. It's the same kind of regret you have when you say you're not reading early on in life. I started reading in a varied manner when I was 19. I always thought should have started when I was like way earlier, like 12, 13. So that's the kind of thing learning Emacs is. So with that set, with the intention set for this video, let's get into the overview. Uh, I'm going to give you a pragmatic overview of the generic backbones in Emacs that you can use to build upon stuff to think upon. It's going to help you understand what Emacs actually does. Now, there's a lot of tools out there that do what Emacs does, of course. There's nothing. It's nothing new, but then the interop of it all and the collation of it all into one is something that is that is what provides value. So, of course, there's going to be practical exploration as well in the future, and this is just one for a lot of new people getting into Emacs. So I had this statement in the outro. Maybe I should do it right now. For ones who are already using Emacs, it's Christmas season. Merry Christmas, by the way. Uh, so yeah, so do see if you have any nieces and nephews lying around getting started with life, getting started into university, whatever they're getting into. See if they would like this video. See if they'd enjoy Emacs. So yeah, that's should have been in the intro. But yeah, for now, this is going to be an overview of stuff you can do in Emacs in a very generic manner, so you can just adapt to whatever you do. I have used it in a lot of things. Whether it be writing professionally, programming, of course. Uh, yeah, just blogging and thinking in general as well. So all of my content outlines, all of my content creation pursuits, whatever I do, it's in Emacs. So let's get started. Everything in general, when you're out there learning, is going to be an abstraction. So abstractions is what you should be good with handling. So the perfect abstraction to handle abstractions, I would say, is text. Text is something that crosses languages. Yeah, text is something that is very powerful. And another abstraction that is very useful to sort of handle text in a very powerful manner is org mode. Org mode is something that you'll hear about again and again when you see any Emacs video that says why you should Emacs, why you should use Emacs. But then let's get into the gist of it. So it's just text files. It's org mode is just about being a text file, and upon that you have your rendering abstractions, how you see the bullets, how you structure them, how they are sectioned into hierarchies. So it's a tree of it's a tree and a log file at the same time based on how you treat it, and given that you can run any sort of computations on it. So you can render images as well, by the way, but I'm not getting into that right now. And the ecosystem that goes around org mode is yeah, it's unbeatable. Anything that you wish for, it either already exists, or because Lisp, or the programming language that Emacs is built upon, is Turing complete, you could just build it yourself. Uh, in a very you could build it in other open source places as well, via extensions and stuff. But then the way it is facilitated in Emacs is incomparable. So yeah, true freedom and interoperability. Org mode is something that provides that, and interpretability as well. I didn't mean to say interoperability as well. Yeah, that sounds fine. So why be tied into black boxes and stuff? Now I've spent a lot of time going for good abstractions to handle abstractions in the past. So whether it be Notion, or it would also be Obsidian for you, or it could be, I don't know, just plain notepad files here and there. Uh, they're all either, if they're not proprietary, if they're open source, or they're free, and or if they're free, they're not powerful enough to completely completely yield all the power that you need to do many complicated and fun things, or they're not proprietary. You'll be locked into a particular ecosystem, and the interop with everything else just sucks. So yeah, the packages that Emacs has, given the amazing community and stuff, it's unbeatable. So org mode is something that you're going to hear about again and again. Your life in plain text, that actually is something that I've yeah, been doing for like 4 or 5 years now, since I started. So I did start out with yeah. So I'm not getting into the history. I'm not getting into the history right now. There's a lot of other videos for that. But yeah, org mode is something that you're going to hear about a lot again and again, because it actually helps you just do much more. I mean, any video out there is not going to do justice to what org can help you do. All I can do is sort of incentivize you to explore. I'm just going to like drop this link in the description. So another great place to see what sort of packages org mode can provide you is just go on to Awesome Emacs. Yeah, just have a look at what all sort of stuff you can do. So there's things going from minor stuff to larger generic stuff. It's ranging from domains, from silos to breadths, and yeah, across vast spans. Everything's out there. So this is just a smaller index. There's a whole lot more they can do with Emacs as well. Other than just using packages, you can also just edit your own stuff with eLisp. So let's get into some generic concepts with org mode that you can like start thinking about and right now. Outlines are something that are very powerful. Right now, this particular file is an outline. I planned it an outline, recurse, add necessarium. So to the point of necessity, whatever is the base case you decide, you can just keep on recursing. I mean, so it's like having a log file, a text file represented as a tree, a hierarchical tree for you to actually represent a lot of generic ways of representing abstractions. So I am throwing around the word abstractions quite a lot, but then it's yeah, I can't help it. I'm a CS grad. So outlines have sort of helped me with thinking well in general. You start with a generic idea. You start with the heading nodes. You sort of see what moves in and there. You can quickly manipulate stuff. So where org mode comes in is it's a very good abstraction to represent outlines as an abstraction. So for example, just moving stuff here, archiving it here, moving it between files, linking nodes here and there, that sort of stuff. It's very easily done with org mode. We are yeah, and it's done in a free as in freedom manner. So everything that you have, it's happening in front of your eyes. It's all text. So any link out there is the abstraction of a link is just combination of metadata somewhere and a processor, a computer quote unquote computer over it that renders the link in a particular way when you try to observe it, and that enables facilities like, say, jumping around and stuff. So that's what org mode is. And as we discussed before, org mode, given the abstraction that it is, it helps you sort of interop with the world outside as well. So right now in an org file, I can just say, let's say if I wanted to present this to you guys, let's say I could just hit space me, that drops me into org export, and let's go for a reveal.js presentation for now. I am been exploring that for a while in my corporate life, in my yeah, the alternate life. So let's just go with I just hit a V and a B to file and like open it. So I'm gonna hide myself for a while. I am gonna be back soon. So it just yielded a presentation in an HTML, and I can just that was like, I don't know, did not even take long. I just thought in org mode, and it's all yeah, there. So it's giving all of the table of contents, and it's pretty handy. So even in the outline, I can just go down and stuff. And if you want the overview, I could just press escape and see how the presentation is laid out. So all of the stock, how it's laid out, it's all there at a snap in just one export. So that's sort of invaluable. That's been somewhat very useful for me in the past. I'll activate my screen again. So that is just one thing that you do. And if you're an academic, there's all sorts of things. So you'd probably do Beamer presentations as well. When I was in uni, like 3-4 years ago, I used to do Beamer presentations. So even that's pretty handy. Or exporting it as a LaTeX PDF buffer, LaTeX PDF file. Let's do a PDF file first and open. So it's processing for us, and like, yeah, so there you have it. And I can just view it right away in Emacs itself via what I'm using. I think it's PDF tools. Let's alter the contrast. Yeah, this should be a better view. Yeah, so it's again all of my notes exported in PDF. Let's do a quick overview of text as well, because whenever, say, I'm sending a mail and you're having a table or something, or you want outlines, but then email formats don't usually use Markdown, or they don't respect formats where you're importing them from. So I would usually just export stuff. Say if I wanted to export this hierarchically, if I'm breaking down concepts point by point, I wanted to expose this hierarchically to the world itself, I'd export this as plain text. And let's say I wanted to do as a UT8 buffer, UTF8 buffer. I'll do it as a buffer right now. I don't want a file. Let's just do it as a buffer. And yeah, here you go. I have it here. So that is the buffer. It gives me a table of contents with a hierarchy, and yeah. So I could just drop this anywhere and paste it in places where the format isn't respected, or if it's going to be verbatim, if you want to paste text verbatim. So that sort of stuff as well. And yeah, for the academics, if you want to, like, if you're a prof, actually if you're a prof and you wanted to just say host your course material somewhere, I could just go export, and I could just go HTML file and I export that. So I'm going to open it right now as a file and open. So yeah, so it created the file. Let's open that. Yeah, there you go. So again, this is usually how a course page would look, right? I mean, yeah, there's your contacts and stuff and all the links and stuff. So yeah, you could easily just push this to your blog or the university course page or whatever. So again, let's go back. Let's hop out and let's just because we're doing this, let's just do a Beamer one pretty quickly, because a lot of academics would want to present this in Beamer. So let's do a Beamer file and open LaTeX, and a PDF file, and I also want to open it. So it's processing it, and the PDF file has been produced. There we go. So yeah. Yep. So pretty handy. I mean, this is just presentations and stuff and exports. So this is just what comes in built in if you add a few extensions. I think Reveal.js LaTeX and stuff, I added a few Reveal.js and Beamer, I might have added a few extensions. I might have enabled some flags in Doom. So again, to have it quickly, you could just press HDM and reveal present. I don't know. Or that should be somewhere, like something like present and stuff. It should be present somewhere. So yeah, that's the power of org mode. I mean, it helps you think in a very generic manner and export it very conveniently to whatever format you wish to. So I personally use it actively right now to host my blog. So my org room blog, my Braindump is again in org mode. I export it with org export and like have a little bit of CSS here and there to prettify it. And the beauty of it is it's just one file. So just one file for it could be just one file. I mean, right now a very good example right now have is do check out Emacs TV. By the way, it's a new thing that few people in the community have started to sort of act as an index for good Emacs content. I mean, all sorts of Emacs content in a singular place. It throws a random video at you. So let's open that for a quick one. It throws a random video at you like a lucky pick every time you open it up. So it's just going to be an index of everything that you need with tags and stuff. So do check out Emacs TV. Let's go back and actually see how it is actually hosted. So the submitting format and everything works as a single org file, of course. It has to be an org file. Anything else is just very suboptimal right now. So a video, how it's rendered out there, besides your rendering engine, the compute layer, is a single org file. So every video is a title, a node, followed by some metadata and some description. And the line goes on till, let's see, 40,000 lines. It's 40,000 lines, 49,000 lines of just video indexes. It's all done just via one text file under a compute layer. So it's very versatile. It can act as to whatever you want it to be. It could be, yeah, it could be broken down into multiple linked text files. That's what you'll see a lot of brain dumps here and there. I have my own brain dump. So this is my brain dump. It's again it's again a bunch of org files. Let's go to Emacs and yeah. Yep. So it's again just org files. So that is something that is unbeatable. It's yeah, just a text file. Upon that you have your open source compute layer based on which you can just do a lot of stuff. So in general, being a student of life, thinking, reading, writing is something that thinking, reading, writing, consuming content, collating it, relating it here and there is something that you'd want to do, and Emacs has its very own solution called org room. So again, based on org mode, a plain text knowledge management system. I've been using it for years, and again, free and open source, so doesn't beat it. The community is healthy. I have been, yeah. So I've been using it for a while. I've also asked silly doubts early during my days on the Discord server, uh, and the discourse wiki as well. So yeah, in general, so just helps out with anything that you want to index. So this particular sitemap that I have here, it has been hosted. It is a collection of org files. I'll open it up right now. Yeah. So this is my index page. It's pretty long right now. That's the index page right now. It's fairly long, and these are just all the files that I have. So all of these are files, the org files where my notes are, and they are posted by where should I go? Let's go. Yeah. They are processed by a single publish.el. Yeah, that's just this long. So and it's all processed via GitHub Actions. So yeah, what do you want to do? Let's hop out. Yeah, let's hop out. What do you want to do is do check out the Emacs as your intellectual HQ video. I do explore everything in much greater depth. How you, yeah, you should be able to read now. So yeah, so there's just too much context to maintain if you do not have a if you do not have a noting mechanism. So I mean, how to take smart notes is the 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 initial book that sort of introduced the Zettelkasten, that sort of made it famous, is something that you should look into if you're going to learn things, and if you're going to like take notes, and if you're going to sort of play around intellectually. So that is something that cannot be dispensed of with. Yeah. So with that being done, Emacs is the tool to like help you engage deeply with any abstraction that you desire. This is just what I've done with text. There's just because we're using a GUI, a graphical user interface, we can do a whole bunch with images, and people do have browsers in Emacs. People do have yeah, I think video players in Emacs. So images is something that I have here and there on my blogs in terms of flowcharts and stuff. So I use PlantUML there. With Babel, you can render PlantUML diagrams right itself in org mode buffers. Again, I do explore all of these in separate videos. So do subscribe, like, and stuff. All the stuff. If you'd like to have an index into the functionalities of Emacs that sort of help you in a generic manner, not just domain specific. I just don't tend to programmers. I don't just tend to programmers or the CS community, or just I am here for thinkers, readers, writers, just people who are into engaging intellectually with life. So right now we've only scratched the surface. There's a whole lot more with Emacs that can be done. So for again, polyglotism is something that I'm into. A lot of people who get into Emacs are also into it. There's no better place to be if you wish to be a polyglot. I I I I I I think I stand by the statement. So yeah, so there's a whole bunch of tooling that enables you to stay in the same functional mindset to explore different abstractions. So LSP mode, Babel, and debugging stuff in a generic manner. Everything is out there. You just have to explore. And the thing that pulled me into sort of Emacs is Lisp. So I was into Vim for a while, 18 months, and like I was like getting into extending it, and I don't know, messing around a little and stuff. And Vim script was just too ugly. And like if you're into NeoVim, Lua is like, yeah, one based indexing. So that is, I don't know, it's yeah, it's a worse ick than having too many parentheses. I like the parentheses, by the way, but then one based indexing is just too off-putting. Yeah, one based indexing versus what do you say, parentheses. I'm choosing parentheses because I like parentheses. And yeah, Vim script, yeah, okay, let's just not talk about Vim script. Vim script is just like too domain specific. It's not a generic. Vim script is about Vim. Lisp is about abstractions. It's going to help you, yeah, understand life better. I dare I say that. I mean, I've definitely has helped me. So to help you along those lines, I mean, there's a couple of essays that got me started into Lisp. There's one definitely by Paul Graham, Beating the Averages, and that particular essay will also lead you to one by Eric Raymond. So how to be a hacker, and one of the things he talks about is Lisp. Yeah, let's see where Lisp is. Lisp is worth learning for a definite reason. The profound enlightenment experience you'll have when you finally get it. It'll make you a better programmer for the rest of your days, even if you actually never use Lisp a lot. So this is actually, I don't know, a lot of people out here who are reading this might yeah, attest to this. So do let me know in the comments. Yeah, I'll drop these links in the description below. So again, there's much more. I mean, yeah, it sort of goes on. Yeah, there's much more. There's no end to this. why you should get into Emacs. I hope this video served as a quick index into what Emacs can do for you, how it can help you wrestle with abstractions, how it can help you think better, how it can help you, yeah, just engage better with whatever you want to get into. So I've been using Emacs. It's helped me. I cannot imagine life without Emacs before this. I told you I compared it to reading. So reading is something like I wished I'd started way earlier. Reading variedly is something that I started way earlier. Emacs is also something along those lines. So I wish I started using Emacs way earlier. Like I don't know. So I first used a computer when I was 3. I mean, not a bad time to start with Emacs, I guess. Anyway, so I hope we change this. So this video. Okay, so the issue with Emacs is there's no lack of tutorials. There's a lack of incentive for a lot of people getting into Emacs. So there's a lack of videos highlighting the incentives you should get into Emacs. So tutorials you'll definitely find. The System Crafter series is definitely a great place to start. I did leverage it for a bit during my initial days. So I'll link that as well in the description. But yeah, what's lacking is the philosophical stuff. Why get into Emacs? What is going to help you with it? What it's going to help you with? So that sort of stuff is something that a lot of younger people uh, deal with. I personally dealt with it as to why I should just give up the comfort of NeoVim and Vim to get into Emacs. So what's going to be new? I mean, I'm already using Vim bindings in Emacs, and like I'm just going to be using a plugin ecosystem. So I already do that in NeoVim. So why do I get into Emacs? Anything out there? A lot of these good toolings have been ported in other have been ported to, let's say, NeoVim or Vim. So there's Wimbiki and stuff as well to compare with org mode. But then they're like not first class citizens out there. There's a whole lot more, say something like a Magit and stuff. It's the best get porcelain ever. So that sort of stuff. It's all going to be second class citizens everywhere else. They're an afterthought. With Emacs, they're natives. So if you'd like to natively have a first class experience with respect to all these toolings, I hope this video serves sort of an index into like why you should get into Emacs. I mean, yeah, there's definitely going to be doubts as to. I personally had a lot of doubts as to. I also had a lot of people questioning as to why I just want to give up my comfortable workflows in Vim and UVim right now. I mean, do try out Emacs. So you'll definitely not know without trying it out first. This video, I hope, incentivizes you at least a little in a philosophical, epistemological manner to get into Emacs, to actually port your workflows, port your thoughts, port your life into it. So yeah, I think that's it for the day. This was sort of a different one than the usual practical stuff that you see from me. We will get to those soon, but then these sort of videos as well we're going to have pretty frequently henceforth. So this was the Bit-Mage. That's my Twitter. That's my blog. That's my GitHub. And if you'd like to, reach out. The quickest, the comment section is the best place. I do read the comments. I do reply. And yeah, do let me know what else you would like to get into, and we'll have videos upon that too. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, have a good one.